Let me introduce you to Spinify's latest AI sidekick, coaching. And before I do that, let me talk to you about how most of us coach our sales reps. We have a one-on-one meeting, whether it's in a Zoom meeting, whether it's in an office meeting. As the manager, you have to think about what you're going to coach them on. So you have to come up with the questions. You then have the session for coaching. You then have to analyze the results. You then have to give feedback. You then have to compare all the reps together. And all in all, it's a large amount of effort, and quite normally it's like a day for a manager's life, a day. Now, with AI and Spinify Sidekick, we have completely changed this.
Hi, Stevie. Ready to start our coaching session?
Yep, let's get started.
Hi, Stevie. Great to see you. How are you doing today?
So
really
if you've heard of the term AI agents, that's exactly what we've built here. And what it's about is quite simply making it easier as a manager. So
I feel really
you don't
good.
have to come up with the questions now.
That's great
So
to hear.
we
It
know
sounds like you're
who
feeling
the
confident.
rep is,
Let's dive into
we
some areas
know
where we can help
the
you
industry you're in, we know
First,
all
which
the
parts of your
competitions
sales
that they're in,
currently
we know
need
everything about them.
consultation?
And then because
And
we
what
do,
resources would help
we
start
can come up with really good questions. Now, we also give you 5 different choices of subcategories, and then we give you 3 suggested questions, and we also tell you which one we think's the best. What this means is you come up with excellent questions that you just go, that question's unreal to ask on a one-on-one, and then that's another, and you can have up to 3 of them. And then you ask those questions, and then our AI agent talks to the rep, and the rep talks back, and we evaluate that content. And what it helps you do as a manager is understand who's doing okay, who's not doing so good, and that I really need to put some more effort in. And it also takes the pressure off the rep. That's, oh, I've got to meet with my boss. It's much easier for them. They can take their time, they can pause, they can record the answer. It's a much easier process. They can do it wherever they want, as long as they've got access to a microphone. It's very, very easy, but what it can do is save a tremendous amount of time and still get the same outcome. Quite often I find in sales there's a process or something that we're doing that you want to get everyone trained on. Well, now that's the way to repeat it to everyone. You often find as a manager you're saying the same thing over and over and over again. Well, this is one way that you can create that question. It's a good question, give it to everyone. It saves a lot of time. Now, what we've done is completely unique. In the sales gamification area, no one does anything like this. So if I look at one of our competitors, they effectively have a form that you fill out. You've still got to come up with what the question is. You've still got to then ask the person the question. You've got to type in the answers, and it's effectively a form for storing it. I don't get what that does. And then another competitor who now uses AI just gives you 5 things to go talk about. But those 5 things are just, here they are. They're not you don't pick categories. You don't get multiple different answers or questions and let you pick the right one that fits you. They're just, here it is. And then you've still got to go talk to them. And then you've still got to evaluate them. And then you've still got to do all of it. So what's in the marketplace really doesn't do much. What we've done is miles ahead of everyone within the automation and using AI agents, which we've seen Microsoft, Salesforce, a lot of companies are now talking about AI agents and how they are the future. And we've been there from the beginning. It's a very exciting time for what AI is doing in the gamification industry. And on that, I just want to say that that's very different to how we do things compared to the rest of the world as well. So our AI agent, as I was saying before, powered by Sidekick, is also using all the data in all the competitions. So it knows your rep really, really well. And it'll say things like, hey, you're doing really good on this competition, you're not doing so good on that one. Can you explain it to me? Hey, I see that you've come up from this place to this place. That's excellent. Tell me more about that. Hey, I see that you've dropped. Explain that to me. So there's lots of things that our AI agent does that makes it so much easier for everyone. So if you're thinking about how do you improve coaching and what can you do to make it easier and better, look at Spinify's AI agent and make a difference to your team today.